Hi guys, thanks for joining me. So this is going to be a video about constructing this Airfix Panzer 4. You will recall that I wanted to build this in order to put it on the back of the Scammell. So this video will be the construction part, and then I'll do a later video with the paint and weathering part. So I'll show you, if you like, a step-by-step process about how this went together. Okay guys, so a bit of an update on the Panzer 4 F1. I've managed to get the road wheels cleaned up and put together. These are in two parts. So you've got this the front wheel, which has got the pin, and then you put the rear wheel on the back of that. There was a bit of cleanup required on these rear wheels. There was a bit of flash going around the edges on all of them, so I had to sand that down to make it level. What I have tried to do on some of them is put some dinks and whatever. That one hasn't got any, neither has that one. Okay, there was there was about half of them where I put little, as I say, dinks in the rubber. Now the only thing I'm a bit concerned about is that there's no definition between the metal of the road wheel and the rubber exterior. So I'll have to have a look on images of the Panzer 4 to see if the rubber was that full width, but I got an idea that there was a rim around here which isn't defined. I've also done some work on the lower hull, so I'll show you that. So I started putting the lower hull together, and I've got to put the other side on, but there's a bit of a fit issue. So what I wanted to do was get the rear on, so that I could get as many points attached to this other side to get it in the correct position. It's a bit odd because I don't know whether you can see, you've got these triangles which help you put it against the floor of the tank, but they're not actually within this part of the plastic. They're in the part where it looks like it should fit together, so they're offset from this floor bit, so they look like they're in the part looks as if it's in the right position. It just seems a bit odd that this doesn't butt up against there and these support it in the position where it's butted up. So I'll have to see what the other side does. So the turret's together. As you can see, I've put the short 75 on there. I quite enjoyed putting this together. It was quite a nice little sub-assembly. Really positive fitting of the cupola on the back. The stowage bin goes in quite nicely as well. I hope you can see that. So yeah, the gun goes up and down. So not bad at all, really. I've drilled out the end of the barrel there, so it gives it an idea that it's hollow. So that's that as well. Finally, I've started to work on the upper hull. So we had to put these parts in the back here. I don't know whether they're are they air filters or something for the engine, air intakes. As you can see, we've got the tools molded on to this. The machine gun was a separate part, and that driver's viewer, I can't remember what it's called, that to be fitted on. Extinguisher was already part of the plastic. These two sides here, this bit here and that bit there, had to be fitted on. But the detail on there was already part of that piece. But having said all that, the whole purpose of building this kit was to put it on the back of the Scammell, because this is 176 and the IBG Panzer 4 is 172nd. But I want to show you something. So if I zoom out a bit, out, thank you. So this is the IBG 172nd Panzer 4, yeah, and now this is the House D, so this is an earlier variant, and this one's going to be an F1. But if I put the two parts together, sorry, the two tanks together, I don't know whether you can see that, but they're practically identical in width. And then if I put them side by side, somewhat like that, they are practically identical in length. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be putting on a vehicle that's supposed to be 176, but it's just as large as the 172nd one. Now, whether it's because, as I say, the IBG one is an early variant in 172nd, and this is a later variant in 176, and therefore there is a size difference. If I was to have a 172nd F1, then it may be bigger than this, but as I say, I think I've wasted my time to try and get a decent scale vehicle on the back of the Scammell, but I'm going to do it anyway, because at the end of the day I want to build this kit. As I mentioned, I've never built it before. The other thing is it's an Airfix kit, and it would be great to have it on the Airfix Scammell, so it'll be finished in the same colours as this, because the F1s, Panzer 4 F1s, were used in the desert, so I'll happily paint it up as this again. So what I've got to do, as I say, is I've got to finish doing the lower hull. I'm going to leave the road wheels off. I will put the return rollers on, but I'll leave the road wheels off, and then there's some other details to add. For instance, I've got to do the hatches for the top here. I've got to do the hatch on the cupola as well. Looking at the sprues, there seems to be quite a bit more detail that's got to be added. The drive sprocket's got to be added, obviously, and the return roller at the back. But once that's done, then I'll give it a spray of that Games Workshop paint. I keep forgetting the bloody name. Oh, is it Wraithbone or something like that? Give it a spray of Wraithbone rather than black, and then I can paint it up the same as that IBG one in the German beige sand or something, I think it's called, and I can weather it the same as well, and then job will be a good one. So the next time you see this, it will be built, and then I'll once I show you that, then I'll progress to painting it. So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay guys, so I had to take a backward step. I've had to remove the top part of the hull from the fenders and whatever, because the lower part where the road wheels go, where the road wheels go, it just wasn't working properly. This would not sit properly on the top of those, so I've took all that off, and then I've had to do some fettling, but now it looks like it's sitting okay. So the plan is I've got to be careful, because if I can find the part, I don't want to start losing parts that I've had on once before. Just bear with me, see if I can find them. Oh, they're still on here. These things here, I may have to take these off to fit this on, so it'll be difficult to get these back in because of fitting them into that section. There's something going on back at the back here. Can you see that gap? So I don't know whether these parts aren't far enough forward, and as I say, I need to do some fettling to make them fit, but hopefully once that's done it will sit much better. So I'll catch you in a bit. So here it is guys, it's fully constructed, and I can put some undercoat on this. I'll use that Wraithbone that I said is a rattle can from Games Workshop. The tracks I'll put on afterwards. There's always an issue as to whether they will fit round this drive sprocket, whether there's a sufficient width to get between the teeth there and the underneath of the fenders. But what I do tend to do is, because these teeth are supposed to fit into the track anyway, If there is an issue, then I'll just cut these away, and then the track will sit on there. Put a hole in the bottom ready to put the screw in there, and then I'll put the screw in mole grips, so I can hold it and then spray without having to hold it with my hands. As you can see, there's some filler on this. There's a joint there that needed filling, and there's a joint at the back that needed filling as well. But not a bad kit, really. I know that I've shown that I had to do a backward step in taking the upper part of the hull off to fit the lower deck, if you like, to the lower hull section. But apart from that, it doesn't look too bad at all, and went together quite well. I've fitted the road wheels in the end. I said I was going to leave them off, but I've decided to put them on because I think I can get a brush in there, no problem. And I think the rubber on the road wheels was basically all black around this this raised area, so that's fine as well. So the next time you'll see this, it'll have its it'll probably have its primer on, and it will have its first coat of paint. So I'll catch you in a bit. Hi guys, back again. What I've decided is that I'll finish the video here, and then I'll show another video of going through the painting and weathering process, or each step anyway. This video initially was going to be one where I was going to have the camera on whilst I was doing all the construction, but I decided that was pretty boring, so that's why I've done it now in this like step kind of process. So that's it for this video, and as I say, I'll do another video showing the actual painting and weathering process. Look after yourselves, and I'll catch up with you soon.